Hi everyone, my name is Emily Vail and I'm the Executive Director of the Hudson River Watershed Alliance. Thank you so much to the Lara Hope Trio for playing live music for us tonight. They'll be back at the end of the program with more live music. Thank you all for joining us tonight at the Toast to the Tribs live stream. The Toast to the Tribs is our annual celebration of our Watershed WaveMaker awardees. We are honored tonight to be recognizing the work of Alene, the Bronx River Alliance, Outdoor Promise, and the Stormwater Coalition of Albany County. The word tribs is short for tributaries. The Toast to the Tribs is also an opportunity to celebrate the vast network of rivers and streams that flow to the Hudson River and the communities that work to protect them. These rivers, streams, and communities are all a part of the Hudson River watershed. We're here at the Hudson River Maritime Museum in the city of Kingston on the banks of the Rondout Creek. Rain that falls in the sundown wild forest in the Catskills, or on the farm fields of the Rondout Valley, or even on the streets and rooftops of Kingston, will eventually flow downstream to this spot. They are all a part of the Rondout Creek watershed, which is a part of the larger Hudson River watershed. Watersheds connect us. We thank you for being connected with us virtually tonight. The Hudson River Watershed Alliance works to unite and empower communities to protect their local water resources. We are a collaborative network of engaged, informed, and active community groups, organizations, municipalities, agencies, and individuals that work together to ensure a healthy and resilient Hudson River watershed. We provide the tools, information, and resources that they need to protect clean water. These past 2 years have truly been unprecedented. We want to acknowledge and offer sympathies for any and all of your individual hardships during this very difficult time. Despite the challenges, this has also been a significant time of growth for the Hudson River Watershed Alliance. Since March 2020, we have moved all of our education and capacity building programs online. This shift has allowed us to bring important science-based information to many more people, growing our networks and making new connections. We have continued to offer our regular breakfast lecture series, watershed roundtables, trainings, and even our annual Watershed Conference, all online. In 2020, our 34 programs reached nearly 1,600 people, over 80% more than we reached in 2019. We've shared information on important topics like water quality monitoring, stream buffer protection, climate change, drinking water contamination, and more. We've also brought in speakers to discuss innovative shared leadership models, building effective collaborations, and engaging communities in watershed work. In 2021, we launched a new student research speaker series in partnership with the Hudson River Subwatershed and Tributary Research Network, or THIRST. This webinar series allows students to share innovative and applied watershed research with communities while gaining experience communicating science. The Hudson River Watershed Alliance provides technical and strategic assistance to watershed groups, including fostering new initiatives and helping sustain groups as they meet new challenges. We've made our Zoom account available to watershed groups for meetings and webinars, including the Wallkill River Watershed Alliance's 7th annual Wallkill River Summit. Other recent projects include serving on the Science Committee for Newburgh's Drinking Water Restoration Advisory Committee, and last summer, bringing Pace University's award-winning land use training to municipalities in the Wappinger Creek, Sawkill, and Roloff-Jansenkill watersheds. The Hudson River Watershed Alliance is also looking ahead and planning for the future. In November, with support from NYPIC and the Hudson River Estuary Program, we held a visioning session for staff and board members to identify priorities for our organization to improve our diversity, equity, and inclusion. This session resulted in a list of actions and opportunities which we'll be implementing over the coming years. We are currently wrapping up an extensive needs assessment project to better understand the challenges and barriers faced by watershed groups. This project has highlighted roles for the Hudson River Watershed Alliance to support our local partners. It has also revealed strengths of watershed groups and key elements to their success. We will be sharing these lessons learned in new reports this year. We are embarking on a strategic planning process this summer, which will help us set our course to have the greatest impact in the future. The strategic plan will build on the foundation of our needs assessment work, along with our diversity, equity, and inclusion vision. We thank you for joining us this evening at the Toast to the Tribs, and for your support. Together, we can move forward to shape a better future for clean water in the Hudson River Watershed. And now here's the Hudson River Watershed Alliance Board President, Ryan Palmer.
Thank you, Emily. Wow, it's a tough act to follow, I have to say. Yeah, I'm going to be brief here. Just wanted to say on behalf of the board of the Hudson River Watershed Alliance, thank you all for joining us this evening, whether at the live stream or the board members we have here in the audience. Special thanks to our sponsors and to our hosts, Radio Kingston, here doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much. And our hosts here at the beautiful Maritime Museum. And of course, congratulations to all of our wonderful wave makers. We'll get to very soon, I promise. So you may recall last year marked the 10th anniversary of the Hudson River Watershed Alliance, our official incorporation. But who could have guessed that our second decade of existence would start with a global pandemic? I mean, I don't know about you, but wow, I was not thinking that, 16 months ago. But the Alliance, I have to say, was very, very fortunate in that we not only survived, but we thrived. And we couldn't have done that without the creativity and the leadership of our executive director. Yes. I have to say, as president of the board, it gave me great comfort knowing that Emily was at our helm, guiding me as president and the entire board through the waves and waves and waves of tough decisions that came with COVID. You see what I did there at the Maritime Museum? See, I get some nautical references in. But all the while, amazingly, Emily also kept an eye to the future, always looking forward, finding innovative ways to fulfill the mission of the Alliance, and it was just remarkable to watch, and we're very grateful. So about one more big round of applause for you, Emily. Thank you for everything you do. As you could tell from what Emily outlined, it is a really exciting time for the Alliance. The strategic planning process, she mentioned that we're just beginning. The last time we did that was in 2015, and for all intents and purposes, we've completed what was in that plan. So it's the perfect time, in fact, to develop our shared vision with everybody, with the entire Hudson River Watershed Alliance community for the next decade, right? But we do need your support to continue this work and continue to thrive. So if you are able, I encourage you to please make a contribution to the Alliance. You could visit our website, hudsonwatershed.org/donate, or you can click on links that should be in the description or the chat of the live stream. And I'm happy to announce right now that your donation will be matched dollar for dollar by the board of directors up to $1,000. So know your money is going well spent. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Just thanks in advance for your support. Thanks for joining, and let's get on with the show.